yes, it's that Friday feeling. Not only is that Friday feeling, it's the live Friday feeling. Right, I don't know if the sound's working okay, so if it is, just someone gives me a thumbs up. I've got a screen over here so I know what's going on. Anyone can tell me if I am hearing me, if that makes sense. I just literally got home about half an hour ago. It's been absolutely crazy this week. Absolutely crazy. Right, I'm hoping you're hearing me, so give me a thumbs up for me to see if you can hear me, see me. Somebody, anybody, somebody. I think a thumbs up, thank you very much. Oh, my brother's in the house as well today, which is good. Right, okay, so let me say hello to who's in here now. Who's in here? Jeff in Lower Alabama, how you doing? God, it must be early for you. Wow, awesome. Shadow Ops, Eric in the house, how you doing, buddy? Just Enough's RC, how you doing? Tunny RC, how you doing, buddy? Who else we got in here running through the door? Me, I've just come through the door. Gina's in the house. How you doing with Hubster, hopefully? Who else is in here? Caroline, how you doing? Hey, Gaines is in the house as well. Alfie's in the house. Cliff Harvey's in the house. My brother Nick's in the house. And Dan's in the house. And I think that's about everybody. Northeast FPV's in the house. Well, you'll have to excuse because obviously normally it's like a recorded Friday feeling. But it's been just absolutely crazy this week. I've been doing bits and pieces in the hangar for about 30 minutes. As you know, I keep saying Pilartus. I don't know why. Pilartus, us, whatever it is anyway, the red thing. It needs to be ready when Paul comes back. So I've just been doing bits and pieces in. And today my wife and my daughter's gone camping. So I went out there to build the tent with them and everything else and got back at just no time at all. So what we do, I just want to show you a few bits and pieces. We're going to do bits and pieces. Elbow, what's that elbow cough? Oh, am I banging? Did I bang, did I? I don't know, what's going on? Victor, how you doing, buddy? As I say, it's a really, really weird setup today, but obviously you don't mind. So I'm a cup of tea. Cheers. Who else is coming? We're waiting until a few more come in. I'm expecting about 1,000 people in today. Yeah, righto. Anyway, thanks for popping in anyway. So I want to show you a few things if I can. I was going to try and build stuff today, but it's crazy. In here, it's just too many planes to put cameras where I want them, where I want to build. But we're going to go through a few things anyway, what I'm going to be doing. So, hi Jim, how you doing, buddy? Please see you coming. JCB in the house. How you doing? I can't tell today if you're all blue or not, or whatever colour. I don't know if everything's been reset recently. I have no idea. I mean, sort of like YouTube's been doing lots of weird things lately. But let's go. I'm going to change the camera angle. Which one have we got here? There we go. Look at this. Look at this. I'm a small man in a circle. And we should have something on the table here, which is great. So I can show you stuff with bits and pieces now. Well, I'm going to start showing. I'm going to get my moose out of the way. And my cup of tea's over there. What I need to show you, in fact, I'm going to go for full scale because you don't see my ugly mutt for now. What are we going to do? I know what we're going to do. Hi, Steve in the house. Just seen Steve. How you doing, buddy? As I say, it's a quick angle. So I just wanted to show you what we've been doing and what I've been doing during the week. So everyone saw the last video of the aeroplane and what happened and everything else. And this is it. This is it. All fixed. Oh, sorry, I just hit the microphone. This is it. Look, she's all fixed. We got new rods and everything, and this, so when this was stuck together, I filled it with balsa putty, or whatever you like to call it, balsa, whatever it's called. Then I put a load more epoxy, and then the sticker that you get, the little red sticker that I showed you, the little reel, just went down there. And these are the black bits that I've got, just the anti-slip for the wings. There you go. And she looks fine, and she's sturdy, and everything. That's just a bit of goo, a glump. Bits and pieces, and then underneath you'll see I've got some wheels in. Oh yes, got some wheels. So there you go. So that little yeah, it's looking good, mate. Yeah. Now you might say, look at these wheels. They are awesome. Now I'm going to show you what wheels they are, if I can reach them. I just literally threw the cameras in. I thought this should do. Right, the wheels that they had on them. Hang on, hold tight. Hold tight. Right, the wheels that they had are these little things. Your bog standard, whatever kind of wheels they are. And then I decided to put these ones, which are, hopefully you can see, low bounce. Oh, hang on. Low bounce treaded wheels, 83mm. And obviously you get 2 in a pack, so I'll have a spare, so one will go on the front. But I think personally they're more scaled. Don't you think so? It's really hard to see from this angle, and I really apologise, but I think that looks awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now there's one thing that I've seen that's scaring me a bit, and I don't know if I can get it on camera. If I can get it on camera, this will be a laugh, and I can't get it on camera. No, forget it. Okay, basically what it is, this here is it wee. Yep. This bit here on the elements is sticking up. So if I go across there, you can see it stops. So obviously someone's put the oh, my thing's coming on. Hang on, hold tight. It's dehumidifying me. Hang on, turn off. Oh no, don't do that. Hang on. Hold tight, people. Emergencies, emergencies. Oh. There you go. Turn it off. It's my dehumidifier I decided to turn on. Anyway, so whoever put this hinge in has obviously done a really crap job. But I wish I could show you. You can just see about it there, but it's sticking up. Now, whether that makes a difference or not, love the low bounce wheels, have them almost. Yeah, Steve, it's the first time I found them. And obviously, you know, when you squeeze these bad boys, if I give you a good shot, it's like, look at that. Oh, love it. You know, so if I get one of my dodgy landings, that's going to take a lot out of it, because these I don't think are going to a lot of give. You know, it's different from the boomerang, you know, which have got like the big metal, and you know that would take some, that'd be fine. But I think that's great. But that's the wing. I mean, it's from a broken wing. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I have to show you that anyway, which is really, really cool. Oh, sweating bucket, sweating bucket. What we got here, I'm going to try and see if anybody's asking questions. So, as I say, it is a mayhem day today. But I didn't want to just turn around and say I can't do one. Mrs. Where are we going? We've got both cams again. Here we go. Hey! So what have we got? I'll tell you what, without my builds, and this is not a plug, and I'm sweating because it's really humid at the moment. Those of you in the UK know what I'm talking about. We got rainy weather, and then suddenly it's humidity, then it's brilliant sunshine, then you're getting a suntan, and before you know it, you're raining again, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know, just to sit there naked and go whatever. Right, so that'd be a bad sight, wouldn't it? Last time I got naked, I got Greenpeace trying to push me into the sea saying save the whale. I don't know what they're on about. Right. RTO fasters, there you go. Can you see that? Probably not. How about on this one? RTO fasters, there you go. I know they're in America, but they are brilliant. I was going to say they're the nuts, boom boom. But you do get nuts. It's just everything, and it's all, I call them hex threads, or whatever you call them. Allen, you know, use an Allen key with them and bits and pieces. I've got to figure out what camera. I'm going to go on the other camera because it confuses me. So yeah, they've got all the hex heads on there and bits and pieces. But that, you know, this whole build has been done on this sort of stuff, and without these, it's so much easier to have everything you want to hand. And if you go to my website, hang on, go back to the other camera. If you go to my website, then you'll see a coupon, and the coupon is about, I don't know how many percent it is for your first order, and it's worth it, and because it's just brilliant stuff. And these are cheap as chips, they really are. And so when you add, if you're not in America and you add the delivery or whatever you like to call it, it's not that much, and you just get loads of stuff if you're into building, or tinkering, which I am. Right, so what else have we got? Now look at this. I got this the other day. Now I've been chatting to, hi Jason, how you doing, buddy? Hang on, Jason's here. How you doing? Hey, let's go back. Hi, Jason. I'll keep it on that camera, but it's really weird because I don't know where I'm going and what I'm seeing. Now I decided to get an OS mount, if you can see that. Look at that sexy piece of aluminium, or in America aluminum. Look at that. Isn't that sexy? Now I know you're saying, Chris, it's a lump of metal, how is it sexy? It just is. It's just the crafting. It's just I love it. It's just and that is OS 905 if you're really interested. Now I've been chatting to Tunny RC, which is here today, and there we go. I've been chatting to Tunny RC, and we've been chatting about engines and what I should put in here and everything else. And as you know, I was going to put the 41, I think was, or something like that. He persuaded me not to. Well, he didn't persuade me, he just, you know, guided me, should we say. And now I'm going to go for the 61 FX. The the power of this, and this has all been tuned up and everything else already. So, and we've got a muffler somewhere as well, a really cool one. I'm going to show you, but I'm just going to show you this because I don't want it drying up, if you know what I mean. Tony will have a go at me. Look at that piece of sexiness. Look at that. Oh, that is going to be tremendous on that plane. We are going to go flying with that. That is a sexy, sexy ones. Look at that. So what's this? They are nice to put in plastic to soak up the vibration. Yeah, maybe. But I will show you something in a minute. Anyway, so this is going to go into the aluminum. Presumably it'll go something like what it will. It'll go like that. I like it. Now, it does soak up the vibration a bit, but then again, a lot of vibration comes from the propeller as well. And if you've got the propeller balanced, then you have less vibration. But anyway, so that is the engine we're going to be putting in. So there's going to be a video of that when we are firing her up when you're on. As I say, there's not going to be... there's not going to be detailed videos of what I'm doing. If you ever want to know what I've done and you want to get this plane, or even the Seagull version, then you can always ask, Chris, what did you do with this and how did you do it so I don't have to make your mistakes? Yes, because I just need to get it done. Now, crazy things as well. It's crazy. I want you to see these, okay? These are the rods that you get, okay? These are the rods, if you can see that. That plastic on that rod does not move. No, it doesn't. I don't know what it is. It's all kind of like it's got, I don't know. It's not rust. It's just, yeah, it's gone yucky. And when I tried to get these moved, they just wouldn't move. So I don't know if they're just that old that they've melted themselves to the thread. I have no idea, but I don't know if you can see that or see that on that one, but you can see on that. But anyway, so what am I doing? Well, okay, this is another cool thing, if I can find it. Now, if you look at these, if I can get some cameraage, if you look at those, they're clevis. But what they've got in there, they've got a little hole. Now, there's some 300mm here, but I have got a meter length. I'm going for carbon. Yes, carbon rod. There you go. If I can get that in shot, get me in shot. Whenever I stop getting shot, I'm going for carbon rod. How cool is that, eh? I mean, basically, you rub this end down if you've not used carbon before, which I haven't, so I had to find this out. In fact, let's go to my extreme big. Well, it's not big straight, it's just a little bit bigger. We fill this with sort of 30-minute epoxy. Rub this down, stick it in. That's not going anywhere. So on this one, I'll have both of here, and as like I've done with the wing, is that I'll put blue Loctite on this. So then it's no way it's going to move. Otherwise, you know, it's quite. Even though these are really cool, I'm going to see if I can get up close and personal. You've got like a little mini nut in the middle, so it tightens. But there's still a chance of it moving about. So if I Loctite that's not going to move, and then that goes on the other side. Look at that. That is fantastic. I mean, that's better than metal. I mean, you're big surprised. I mean, so I was trying to find metal push rods, and they are hard to find. I'm building a little rubber band. What's that? Oh, I can't even say that. Ornithopter. Is that what you say? Whilst you're, yes, good stuff. I don't know if I could show stuff. There you go. What's this? There you go. We are showing bits and pieces. It's a bit of a weird one today, but there you go. Look at that. Caroline's building. Well done, Caroline. Anyway, so right, back to Steve. Your question. So that is a new thing I'm going to be doing anyway. I mean, I know I'm kind of rushing here, but how cool is that? And you get them in little kits. I got them from RC World. Plug. No, honestly, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I think they're great. They really are. Yes, so that is RC World. Now, on here, if I could show you on there, they call this, I don't know, this is going to be really hard to show you, and I can only apologise. They call this a power module. And why do they call it a power module? Because it comes off. And I've replaced these as well. All the nuts and screws are all kind of horrible and bits and pieces. Now this is a power module. Now I should have, if I've got the, I don't think yes I have. Let's have a look. I didn't realise, it's almost like, you know, if you've got a problem, you're in a race, you get like a power module. Look at this, if I could show you this, you can just about see this. So that's how the fuel tank, there you go, that's how the fuel tank is connected, and the whole thing comes off. How cool is that? I think that's awesome. Now it has a bit weird thing is that the housing kind of will sit there, just probably a bit offset. I've probably got to change the hole size there or something. Oh, hang on, about there. No, I haven't. It's about there. Anyway, that's where she's going to be, on there, if I can see that. Yep. Now, on the back of it, you have the fuel tank, which is kind of weird. Once again, the fuel tank itself on the end was all kind of like, it was horrible. I don't know where this plane come from. I mean, it was a really, really good price, so I can't complain. This, and so I've got another end, which is from Jubro. Now on here, this sits in here. If I can, is that showing? It is. And then we've got like you get two rods here that hold it up, and they're a bit longer. Now this actually broke, so I have got some more rod, which I thought, oh, let's cut this live, but that's maybe not, because I've got no room. So on here, you've got two rods, so one I stick in there, and obviously you've got one more there, and the actual petrol tank that sits on there, like so. How weird is that? I mean, it's a bit weird, and it sits like that. There you go. Sits like that. So the rubber band stays around there and holds it in place. So the whole thing comes out. So you've got, you've got this that would take a lot of vibration. And also I could also put some rubber washers and bits and pieces. So yeah, remember, measure twice, cut once. Yes, Mark, yes, you're absolutely right. This is why I've got a long one, missus. Yes. So the biggest thing that sort of always kind of mystified me, and dudders, this is, I did not Tanny, dudders, as I was talking to, sorry, dudders, Tudders. Tanny's going, what the hell? Anyway, dudders was the one that I've been talking to about the engine and bits and pieces. Furball, how you doing, buddy? You're meant to be doing guard duty, are you not? Or did you put a sickie? There you go. I've got to see here. I mean, when you speak, I'm not sure what's going on here. Hang on. I don't know if people's... I don't know if... Hang on. This is all a bit lastminute.com. I don't know if anybody sees there, because we've got memberships going now. If you're not a member, be a member. It's great. You should have little things. So it's because I'm looking at a software program that I use that I don't see the live, and I'm using my iPhone. So hopefully they're all showing up. Let's hang on. Let's bring up some chat, Sui. So Steve saying that's an interesting design. The only issue would be you still need to be careful with the servo connection to the front wheel and steering. I know this is the weird thing. So I'm sweating. This is the weird thing I couldn't understand, is why would you have something that come off as a, they call it, what do they call it now? Sorry, they call it a power module. Power module. They call it a power module. It was almost like, you're in a race. You're sort of like in a 24 hours Le Mans or something. You take the engine out and stick a new one in. And when you look at that, it's sort of like, well, like you say, but what about the servos? And you got the servo for the throttle, and you've also got the servo for the wheel. So I don't know, maybe they've got some quick release things like, and take it out, stick a new one in, get out again. Maybe, I don't know. I have got a muffler. Let's just show you the muffler as well. I do apologise. I'm getting... I'm sorry if I'm killing you with the microphone today. Right, so what kind of muffler are we using? Once again, this is from Dudders as well. Not free, obviously, but there you go. Look at that for a muffler. Look at that. That's going to make some noise. And if you actually look at it, if you look at the power module, you look at the power module there, you actually see it's got the same muffler. Now, they did use a different engine. They use an Irvine engine. I think I've got an Irvine engine here somewhere. Is that an Irvine? I have. This is one I just picked up. Well, not just. I picked up the other day. This is an Irvine engine. Says it down the front or the side. That is an Irvine. That's what it had in it. Whether it was this one, I don't know. But maybe, and it's obviously the port's a lot different. But Irvine engine, everybody. Yeah, so that's going to be really, really cool. Little bits and pieces, I like to tinker. So anyway, I'm a bit concerned anyway about having a couple of bits of sticks holding this. So I'm going to sort of like, I don't know, I'm going to pump it out a bit. I really don't, because in the booklet as well, this is kind of crazy actually. They turn around and say the batteries that you use, the 6-volt batteries that you use for the electronics and everything else. I use 2, remember, because I use an igniter. Hi Mark, how you doing, buddy? Evening to you. Thanks for popping by. As I say, it's a bit of a crazy, mad one, but I thought it's better than that and saying, sorry folks, I'm way too busy, I couldn't do one, which I don't like to do. So I thought, why not? Let's just come in, whack the camera up, sweating as I am, and here I am. Yes, anyway, what was I talking about? Now I've lost my thought. What's going on? What was I talking about? Anyone know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Let's have a cup of tea. That's a killer tea, if I do say so myself. What was I going to say? I've forgotten totally what I was going to say now. Oh yes, 6-volt batteries, and I use one for igniter. Now they turn around to you and say, because of weight and everything else, I mean this is probably when they're using the Irvine engine, is that you put the 2 batteries underneath the bottle. I don't know, you know, nitro fuel, power packs, batteries, and I mean they're not lipos. Chris, this is a great love motor. Verbal, I don't know if you saw the actual motor I'm using. The actual motor I'm using is the OS 61FX. So there you go. This is the OX. You can just about see that, I think. The OX Max. And that's the 61. And Dudders gave me a great deal on this, and it is fantastic. And he's run it in and everything, and it's all gooed up and everything else. It's fantastic. So that's what I'm actually going to use. I mean, that's going to be a really cool engine. Unless he was referring to the Irvine. Was he referring to the Irvine? Nice pit stop. Yeah, it is. It is. You have to excuse me if it's all kind of there and everything else. That is Jeff. It is. Yeah, it is a beautiful engine. As I say, it's you know, I haven't got use for the 41 now, so who knows? Maybe we'll give that away to some lucky people. It's a great muffler. It really is. They do a smaller one as well. I mean, we've got to work out sizes as well. What Irvine have you got? Let's have a look, Mark. I just picked this up because I saw it. It's a 46. I don't know if you can see that. Is that in focus? It's a 46. Is that 46? Yeah. Irvine 46. Hang on. Where's the microphone? Smooth as butter. There you go. Good engine. They are good engines. That's when I saw it. I thought, oh, that's a really good. I've heard about them as well. I think Captain Blaz maybe have mentioned it. And I saw this and I thought, oh wow. And it was cheap as chips. And I thought, let's get it. And I'm not going to use it at the moment. It's just sitting up there. So, you know, maybe we can. Goes like the clappers. Does it? Does it really? Well, there's always another plane to put it on. There really is. And is that same the OS 41, is it? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. I've got engines coming out my ears at the moment. It's really crazy. I'm just trying to build things. But anyway, so that's yeah. I've got to work on this, and it's really hard because if I'm doing a build video, recording a build video and bits and pieces, you know, I don't want to take too much time just doing a little thing. Where I'd rather on this one just go for it. It's different with the Spitfire. It's got more problems. We'll go into that another day. Or we'll go into it later on today. But yeah, as you see, the wing that is fixed. That was doing like an hour or two every night during the week when I got home from work, and she is pucker. Which way we would mount the engine with the Pitts exhaust? Right, I've got to look at this now. I mean, it's inverted. Sorry, no, it's not inverted, is it? It's at 45 degrees, is it? Hang on. Let's do this. Where are we? Let's make it a bit bigger so you don't have to look at my ugly mutt. There we go. It's a bit bigger. Right, so this, I believe, how does it go like that? Yes, like that. So it is at sort of like 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So that is that way. There you go. It's really hard when you're trying to do it backwards. That goes on to there. Now it should fit. Now trouble is that it might poke out the side of the cowl. I've got to look at the old. I've got a problem. If I've got a problem, they do one in Just Engines. They do one with a single exhaust that you can use it, so it's kind of half the size. It comes up to about there. This is all to do with the cowling, which I haven't got a lot of space. This is the cowl. Oh, what's something dropped down there? What's that? My carbon rods. This is the cowl. So if I'm going to have that, how are we looking at it? That is. Hang on. where we going here? That is going like that. So you're gonna have the engine sticking out the side anyway, which is fine for cooling. But is that going to fit inside? Do you see the problem I've got? It's all more fingers and thumbs here, Jason. So I might need to get the skinnier one. I don't know. It's all sort of like, you know, should I not? I don't know. It's all to do. This is good. I mean, this is not going to look like that. It's not going to look sexy like that. Am I upside down? No, I'm not. This is not going to look sexy like that, unfortunately. You know, I've got to make a lot of holes, unfortunately. But it's one of these things. It's like, you know, you go for a bigger engine. As I say, Dad has persuaded me that the 61 would be a lot better flight. You know, give you more power in flight when you need it, rather than the last one. What I can't remember what it's called now. Was it the 41.41 FX? I think, was it something like that? I don't know. So it's going to be a tough one. I've yet to play about with it. This is what I mean. So. It is quite tight, Jason. Yeah, this is the problem. But on Just Engines, they do, as Dad has showed me, another one, which basically it's still the same as back pressure or does something. Yeah, I'm not a brilliant scientist on IC engines at all, but it cuts that down. So you're kind of looking at it. If I can cover it, you kind of look at it just like that. It hasn't got the second one. It does fit, so it's possibly that I could be saving this for another build. Yeah, I've yet to sit down and get onto the engine, to be honest with you. I've just got this came literally. I'm trying to show you the camera, and I'm not even on it in my silly ass. This literally come today. I just literally got that today because all I had was a random one which was too big for the cowing, believe it or not. Let's go back to a bit of both so I can talk to you and see what's going on here. So yeah, it's all up in the air. This is what I mean. Sort of the building that's going on. It's like, oh, you know, sort of like what's next. But I've been taking it easy. The wing is done. The wing is finished. It all works. If you was here in the beginning, was it cutting the cow? Sit back and enjoy a lot of fun. Yes, Mark. This is it. I can't go. I don't. You know. I don't think I can go for aesthetics if that's the way. If that's what it's looking for. Lots of pits mofos for OS Motor shop around. Yes, I've got to shop around. It's just literally time. I haven't got time with this because obviously Paul Heckles is back in 3 weeks now, is it? 3.5 weeks, and it needs to be ready because obviously he said once he's back we're going to be flying that and I'm going to be soloing that and practicing. I haven't been out to the field and practiced at all. I've been so busy at work. I'm working tomorrow and Sunday. I was working last week as well, so, and of course the weather's like changeable, so it's really annoying me. But yeah, I've got to get this done because I want that low wing practice. I've got the high wing practice. I think it's not mastered, but you know, I'm competent at doing it. I just need practice. And the low wing, I just need to see how different it is. You know, it's got a bit of dihedral on there, which helps. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Now the funny thing, now I was chatting to you. Oh, hang on. Just get me. These are my carbon rods. These are my carbon rods. These are 1 metre long, so that's what I'm going to be using for my push rods. That's what's falling down earlier on. Now, if I can show you this, now you have seen. I've seen it in my community posts. There's also, if you see there's like the wrinkles that I can't get out. I don't know what happened. Anyway, there's no hatch. This is what I talk about. There's no hatch, and this doesn't come off. So all the access is meant to be under here. So yeah, this is what I was saying. I want switches and bits and pieces. So I think I've got actually. Is it? Which one is it now? That one. There we go. Hey, I want, you know, I've got switches, cut-off switches and bits and pieces for the igniter and also the electronics, and I want them visible. I mean, I'm trying to keep the plane aesthetic as possible, aesthetic to the eye, pleasing to the eye. I'm all about. You can see all my models here. What's this? Is that a PC9, Chris? It is. It is a PC9. It is, but it's a what's it called? It's a what's it called? What are they called? A VMAR. It was a bit of a find, but there you go. If I show you this one, if I show you, hang on. What am I talking about? You can't see that, but you can if you do that. There you go. PC9A, also Tucano semi-scale sport model, and it is a, I don't see, does it say on there? No, it doesn't, but yes, it does. There you go, VMAR. There you go, VMAR. There you go. Where's my big camera there? So it's a VMAR, yeah. So as I say, Seagull do the same sort of model, but this is better. In the Seagull model, you can't put a 61. Nice Flying Planes, yes. VMAR, I've never heard of them. I'd be a liar if I said, yeah, they're great. I've never heard of them. And then I've been looking through a lot of research through this to see what I could do to it in bits and pieces. And everyone says how great planes they are. But I've never seen them in the UK. This is the first one I've seen in the UK. But, I mean, this is, they don't make this anymore. So, the Seagull as well, I think the wingspan's slightly smaller than the VMAR as well. I can assure you that from 3 feet away, you can't see the switches, and 50 feet, not a chance. Okay. Yes, I know, but I'm the sort of person that I know they're there. I know. I'm being fussy. I really am being fussy. I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be, but you know what I'm like. It's like, I like my things the way they are, and I'm happy with. But I'll whack the switches in the side. You know, so I like that because then it's easier to charge the batteries. I don't have to take the batteries out, and obviously I can fill the fuel up without doing it upside down, because everything, the fuel load in the original model is the scale plane, should I say, the original scale plane. You fill up with fuel, but there's nowhere to fill it up. You'd have to fill it up from underneath the wing, which is really mad and crazy. And the switches are the switches are as well. This is the my double bubble. No, let's stick it on double bubble. This is what you get. It's a little plate for the servos that go in on the side. There you go, and you can see there on the end there's the switch. Now this sits inside in the belly of the plane, which is great. I mean, it's great for your servos and everything else. Put your servos in. Everything's kind of modularized, which I really like. It's almost like, you know, you can take the whole thing out and put the whole thing and replace it in bits and pieces. I think it's really great. It's a great model. It's just she's old. And, you know, this is why I'm updating it with carbon push rods and all that sort of lovely stuff to give her a rebirth. You know, the wing I got away with, I think, so I'm kind of lucky there, I think. But, you know, she's going to go. So it's just the engine, really. But, yes, I'll put the switch. I've got another, the same as you saw on the, excuse me, the Boomerang. That little switch model with 2 switches and a filler in the front. Let's put that there. I'm going to go with the same setup. Because it's just great. You can run a very thin push rod to operate a switch from outside. Yes, I could do that. There's lots of ideas. It's just what I'm happy to whack in. You know, I could do. You know, if I. We'll see. Let's get it up. I mean, it's hard because let's see if I can. I do. As I say, today's been a bit of a mad one. Where are we? I've got the wrong camera. Where are we? No, we don't want that one. Yeah, we want that one. Hey, here we go. So, you know, as I say, if I can bring that, no space. You know, I'll just put switches there. You know, I'll have to reinforce the inside because the inside is a bit weak. If you can see. But you know, and you know, the petrol tank, the fuel tank sits kind of mid, so I could put it there. You know, it wouldn't look too much really, as long as I can fill it and I've got the switches and I can turn it off. If I don't want to be able to see the plant then the same colour as the covering my Spitfire using acrylic paint. Yes. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right, Steve. It's this, you know, it's little things of me. I just love detail. I mean, this is why, I mean, you must know now, of all the planes that you've seen me and I've showed you, and the planes that haven't been unboxed, have been in the hangar anyway, I'm all about the looks, you know. I'm not sort of like, I don't like the ugly stick, the aeroplane, the ugly stick, I think they call it. It's okay, it flies, but it's not aesthetic pleasing. You know, I go to scale air shows just because the planes look fantastic, plus because they're so awesome. And this is what I wanted in the scale planes. I want them to look awesome and I want them to sound awesome. You know, that's me. That's my thing, unfortunately. And it's a pain in the bum because it's hard to get things how I want to get. Because I'm no master builder. You know, especially like Cliff is hopefully still in the chat, Master Builder Cliff. You know, I'm no master builder, so everything's harder for me to do to get it in. And obviously, you know, and things are expensive these days as well. So, you know, a muffler here, muffler there, and you've got to work a Saturday to make up for it. So, but was that? Yes, Victor's working on his turbine tanks. Let's go through a bit of chat here in bits and pieces. Obviously, it's a bit different this show. I know it is. Excuse me, Victor. Yeah, but it's very. Don't you think if you're in the UK, it's very sort of polleny and all sorts horrible. Victor, yeah, Victor. If you haven't been to Victor, I'm sorry. Yeah, everyone knows everybody here anyway. And it flies. Caroline, have you worked it? Is it? Have you got? What's it? Still here, mate, master. You are a master, Cliff Harvey. Everyone here knows you anyway. So you know, I'm sure everyone's gone to your channel. When I see you cut a bit of balsa with a knife, I mean, I've got all the, as I say, I've got all the gear but no idea. Someone said, bless them. You know, I've got the lovely blade and everything else, and I'm trying to cut a bit of balsa shape, and I listen to you about the way you should cut it, so you're going against the grain, not with the grain, so you don't get the split all the way. It still slips. It's like if I cut a straight edge, it's kind of funny actually. I mean, if you actually, this is probably why I didn't really want to build today, but I was going to, but it ran out of time. When I cut a straight edge, you can see that here, I have to point my knife to a piece of metal, so I cut a straight edge along the balsa. Because if I try and cut a straight edge flat, I hope you can just try to see what I'm trying to say. If I cut, then it goes, whoa, hey, whoa, it's a nightmare. It's like, what the? So, you know, I end up going against that to cut it. It's mad. It's mad. And obviously, Cliff, you just like, you know, you're like sort of some sort of ninja. You know, you just sort of throw it up in the air and go, done. So yes, but I enjoyed tinkering, and I enjoyed listening to a bit of music and cutting out a bit of balsa and all having sort of stuff. I'm a master stunting. Hey, Dan. Sip it. Oh, Verbal, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. A red down arrow with vertical words here. Stop. You don't need to do that sort of super sticker stuff in here, please, mate. It's all good. You know, you're a hero as it is. You know, you're a member of the Dazazihang, which is great. You're supporting the channel. So, but thank you anyway. So the red, what's that? The red, what's that mean? A red down arrow with vertical words here. That's something. Yeah, I'm no good at anagrams or whatever that is. I don't know what that is. A master, yes. Caroline's making stuff. What are you making, Caroline? It's a shame we're not sharing a video screen or something to see what you made. But I know you was making something. It's good that it flies. I'm waiting to get out. I mean, is anyone else getting out flying that's in the UK? I know in the US you've always got great weather. I mean, Victor, I can't wait to see your turbine fly. It's going to be, you're going to fly that awesome. Do me a favour, and I'm praying to you, Victor, when you do your maiden, can I have the camera forward facing? Because honestly, when it's backwards, it makes me go weird. It makes me go sick. I love to see you fly. So, a master at debating a mess. Yes, it's describing the sticker. Oh right, okay. I'm an idiot. I've never seen this sticker thing. I only give stickers to other. I'd mention I'm bad enough because I'm always doing it to Claire's RC because I think they're a great bunch. They really are. If you ever heard of Claire's RC and you like these sort of things, these cars, these things here, they're a good bunch. They really are a good bunch, and they're doing a great thing which will be streaming live in September for mental health, which is great, which is fantastic. We'll touch a bit more on that in another video, you know. So it's really good. Chris, you're a master enthusiastic. Yes, because I love this hobby so much, Jeff. You know, you just wait until I get this Acer, which is this has got to be around the corner. Come on, I get that Acer, you'll see me. I'll be flying. I'll have a plane in the car ready. I really will. It'll be. Oh, I've got an hour. Let's go down there. Oh, you're making me say that word again, aren't you? It's what's that? Ornithopter. Whatever. I don't know what that is. Anyway. Stop it, Verbal. Stop it. I thought you meant to be. Anyway, I thought you meant to be doing your guard duty or something. Stop doing that. Thank you, but please stop doing it. I really appreciate that, but stop it. Sunday, hopefully flying. Yes, that's great. Oh, yeah, 18 months. You made the local press. Steve, yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of clubs doing. I mean, does anyone know if? Because I must have missed it. Did the BMFA get the record? For those of you not in the UK, the BMFA, the British. Oh my god! Oh my god! The British Model Flying Association. I nearly forgot them. Done a world record of many clubs around the UK, all flying their airplanes at once to beat the world record, which was whatever it was. And obviously, like Steve's club, they had 18 planes in the air at once. If you Google, if you've got a bit of time and you just want to kill a bit of time, Google BMFA. What would you call it? World record. It's some of the people that have done it. I mean, you see them. There's some of the I saw they're taking off one by one into the air, and you've probably got like sort of like Steve at 18 in the air. It's crazy, mad, absolutely mad. Result not out yet. Oh, okay, Jason. Okay, better than a fappy toy. Fappy toy. What are you on about, you lot? Right. So anyway, so what else have we got to put on this lovely bird? I told you about the RTL bits and pieces, didn't I? What else have I got here? Yeah, this is the. I tell you what. I think it was Mark or somebody was talking about. This is what. There we go. This is what that comes with. The aluminium. This is what the actual model comes with, the aluminium. So that's probably one of the reasons I went with the aluminium as well. Maybe, I don't know. I saw this and I thought, well, let's get another stand, because my stand was way too big. I think it was from the Spitfire that was never used, because it got a special one. And I saw this and I thought, how cool is this, eh? It's just a piece of, and it weighs nothing. It absolutely weighs nothing. This is what I mean. I'm saving all this weight. I've got carbon rods. I've got aluminium parts. So I'm going to have plenty of weight, because obviously I'm boosting up the engine to this puppy, to the 61FX. I forgot the name of it then. My brain's going. The 61FX. And that is a small tank. That is not like me to have a small tank, is it? It's not like me to have a small tank. I don't know how many ounces. What's that? We should have a competition, shouldn't we? We'll have a competition, shouldn't we? What measure? See how much that is. Is it a 14 ounce? Is it a 12 ounce? I don't know. It's a YouTube. Mad Lucky Nomad Ours, yeah. We got 12 up. Furball. That's RCS aluminium parts. Yeah, it's there. You've been looking. And there it goes, a cup of tea. Oh, that is cold tea, but it still tastes good. Someone can make me a cup of tea. There's no one home. They're all out camping. I'm all alone, sitting here by myself. So after we've done this, I'm going to pack away the camera and bits and pieces, and I'm going to do bits and pieces. I thought it's impossible with the setup with this hangar at the moment. I wanted to do some work, and you just to sit over there and pop in and watch what I'm doing, and me just crack on and now and then get back to you. But my mind is in the gutter tonight. Good for you, Caroline. Live for the moment, dear. What's that? 3,000 milliamp. It's not milliamp, Cliff. You're confusing me. Don't confuse me. I think it's a 12 ounce tank. That's what I think it is. I think it's a 12 ounce tank. I've got another tank here that's a 14. I think it's a 12 ounce tank. That tank full of fuel will probably give me about 15 minutes flight. Let's see how good I am. Because the OS engines do suck a lot of fuel. They do like their fuel. So I've been told. If that's wrong, then I'll stand corrected. But I've been doing a lot of research on OS engines. Should be fine. All right, Mark. Thank you very much. I shall hold you to that. I have to write that down. Take a picture, Mark, so it'll be okay. Thank you. I mean, for those of you who've used OS engines, I mean, do you find them more thirsty than sort of like, another type of engine, bits and pieces, Sato, or even an Irvine? Mark, I wouldn't hold it to you, sir. I would not. Some people have been telling me on the forums that it is that an OS engine is thirsty. I mean, is it thirsty? I mean, can someone tell me that? I don't know. I mean, I don't. I mean, the reason I've gone for the bigger engine, I thought I'd go for the bigger engine. I'll tell you what. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go on a tangent. Did you see on my Instagram that I'm getting new glasses? I cannot wait to get new glasses, because I've got varifocal ones that come in, because these are just terrible and I can't even see myself in bits and pieces. 2-stroke is more thirsty than a 4-stroke. Aren't you worried that having the tank so far forward, the CD... No, no. The recommended, it's recommended. This is the, I'll show you on here, Karen. This is how it's recommended to do by the manual. And you know me, I don't really do things by the manual, but this one I have. Hang on, let me just go to the both cameras so you can see on that one. There you go. So it's there, you see, Caroline. So, and they also recommend that you put the batteries up at the front as well. So, I don't know. This way's lighter than two of these, funny enough. Well, there's one, but the two of them. So, which camera on? No, wrong camera. It's a matter of me playing about, basically. I'll put it all in and everything else, and we'll see where the CG is. And if I need to move things, I'll have to move things. But yeah, it's quite normal. 61 will suck more than a 40. Yes, we'll have to give it a go. I mean, you know, if it sucks too much, then it's also good because obviously it helps me practice my dead stick. That's the way I look at it anyway. I won't know how long it is until we do the first flight, hopefully in a few weeks' time. But as I was saying earlier on, you know, I'm not the sort of person that rides the throttle at 100% on an IC engine. I mean, the Boomerang, I'm lucky if I go over 50%. The only time I might go for 50% is when I'm taking off, or it's a bit of emergency and everything else. It rides about 50%, so you're not sucking that fuel out. You know, you're actually... Stop it, Caroline, because I've said sucking, so stop that right now. I know what you're thinking. You're not sucking all that fuel out, you know, so you're riding it nice. Everything I say now, Caroline's going to be, yeah. I don't do fuel planes. Smelly, noisy, and dirty. I would go 6 minutes, land, and check. Yeah, I probably will, Steve. I mean, don't forget, I'm going to be with Paul Heckles anyway. He's going to do the shakedown flight for me, not me. So we'll soon see on that. Wait till you get into aerobatics. I am so looking forward to getting to aerobatics. I've got the whatever the name is that my brain has gone today. It really has. There's a couple of aerobatic places. I mean, I've got this dream. Should we call it a dream? Let's call it a dream. Come on, it's that Friday feeling dream. If you can feel it, the dream. It's that I just want to prop hang a plane, you know, and I had a dream about it as well. And with the rudder, I want to flap the grass and then go back up again. It's a dream. I've seen so many guys. I mean, I'm going to a show up north, Western UK. Is it Western UK? Western something, I don't know. And they could do all that there. I know they are. So, what we're saying. Have a look at my extra on my channel, Chris. It's probably where I've seen it, Mark, on your extra. But I will have a look. I will look after the show. I'm going to get myself a bit of grub because I haven't eaten yet, and I will have a look and I will comment on it and see that. But it's the extra. Is that the FMS? Is it the extra? What extra is it? I'm not sure. There's so many. Hit that. Yes. Thank you. Just enough. RC. I forgot your first name. Just enough. See. Just enough. You can put it in there, and I'll try and remember again. It's a great plane. It's the extra. Yeah, but is it the FMS that you've got? Is it the extra? Is the FMS? I don't know. But it's a great plane anyway. Yes, hit the like, guys. You know, you can close the chat, hit the like button, and come back again. What we got? There's 8 of us. Is it 8 likes? 8 of us in here? I don't know how many's in there. 17 of us in here. 17. Wow, almost a world record. Dad's RC hanger. Yes, I think last time we had 24 actually. I'm obviously not doing a good enough job. What is going on? No, made by Great Plains. Just RC. It's Jude. That's it, Jude. Why can't I remember that? Jude. Right, now, as a friend of mine said, if you think of something, then it reminds you. And I'm going to think of the Beatles. Paul McCartney. Hey Jude. I might remember your name now. Made by Great Plains. Oh, okay. Well, I will look at that later anyway. I'll look at that. But as you can see, I mean, I've been. Let's talk about Hangar V2, shall we? Sorry, we're not really building stuff. I mean, I could be building stuff, but I just couldn't get the camera angles because I've got too many planes in here. It is so squished in here. I'm on a diet soon, just so I can fit in here. Because my bum is going across an elevator or a motor or a screwdriver. Yes, it does, and it hurts. What are we talking about? Oh, see, I forgot we were talking about. I'm rabbiting on. Be funny, it was called Justin Ho. You guys are terrible. You really, really are. Anyway, as I say, yeah, I'd like to be building stuff, but it's not going to happen today. I just couldn't get. I've got little things that hang on the ceiling, and it's just it's got this camera and got the iPhone as well, but it's not in the right. I didn't have time to put it all over there and build stuff. So I'd be quite happy right now, because I mean, was the plan to actually get one of these ends down, missus, if you can see it there, you go. Start rubbing it down, getting a bit of epoxy going, and glue them on. Really riveting for a Friday evening's entertainment, I know. I mean, Claire's RC is good. I keep going to Claire because they're great. They'll be, you know, Ian will be there fixing his trucks and bits and pieces. So I'll have to get Hangar V2. That's what was going on about. Sorry, Hangar V2. Yes, Hangar V2. We're doing some measuring at the moment because we're trying to figure out how actually big that I need the space to be. This in here. I got a pointy stick in here. I forgot what size this is. What is going on today? My mind has gone mush. It's gone mush. I think this is like 10 foot by, yes, it's 10 by 11. 10 foot wide by 11 foot long. It's not very big, is it? And we've been looking at what they call it. They don't call it a shed. They call it a workshop. And the one we've been looking at is 10 foot wide, and it thinks it's 16 foot long. And the one they do after that is like 20 foot. So we've been doing some measuring and stuff. So, yes. So, you were going to... Yes, thank you, Cliff. Yes, Hangar V2. Been talking to the better half the other day, and we were sitting there measuring in bits and pieces because she wants to reclaim some grass. So, my 50-foot shed is not happening. But anyway, I think it's the one that we're going to get is 16 foot, I think it was. Something like that, anyway, 20 foot. Double the size of this. Anyway, it must have been about 20 foot. Yeah, 8 foot bigger, longer than this. It's good because I'm going to need it for the jet down there because she's huge. And she just about fits in here. So, that is happening. And we're probably ordering it at the end of the month, which is only a week away. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We're nearly in June. Unreal, unreal. And that's 8 to 10 weeks, so that should be here for September. So, what's that? I thought they were called Hangar 9. Great planes. David! Bloody! Yes, David's got more stuff to build. He's got more quads to build. I think we're going to be doing something with David again. On Quadaholics, maybe, David. We were talking about it the other day. If you're into FPV as well, look out for HD0. Look at David's Orange channel. You should really go to his channel. Because the best thing that's coming out, HD0. David will chat to you all about it, but it's great stuff. Yes, yes. We're going to be doing another build of Quadaholics with David soon. He's got another little quad to build. Because, yeah, we've missed out on Quadaholics a bit. So, it's just time for everybody. I've even got a new 3D printer I've got to build. It's one of them things, isn't it? I think after all them horrible times in the last 2 years, world has gone crazy. World has just gone, I want it today and I want it now. A bit like me, really. I want my Acer now. And I think, you know, David offered me to go down the field the other day, but I was working, wasn't I, David? So we could have done. Nice, Steve. Good fun to fly. Is Steve gone, is he? What's that go? 50 foot. 50 foot. I would love 50 foot. My wife would kill me if I went 50 foot. What else are we saying here? It's all gone quiet on the Western Front. You're obviously listening to my dulcet tones, which is fine by me because I'm kind of happy. What we talking? We're also, can you believe it? We're all coming up to that hour. I've been chatting for an hour. I can't believe it. And I haven't built a thing. What is going on? I blame you guys totally. So, look out for... There will be a video next week. The printer needs to be... Yes, the printer does need to be built. I did actually want to build 3D printing, but I haven't had time to zone. I've got no time to do it now anyway. But, you know, the tank actually sits like that. I want to... And you've got... These broke. It's so old, even the wood's rotten. where did I say it goes? It goes like that, doesn't it? Let's put it in this one. Hang on. These broke anyway. They snapped off. It fits there like that. What I wanted to do. Friday feeling after 8. Well, hello. Yes. Well, we can go a bit longer, can't we? If you want to stick around, I don't mind. I'll chat until the cows come home. Oh, I think they're coming home. No, they're not, said the farmer Giles. So, yeah, that fits like that. Now, I basically wanted a 3D print that would sit here and hold it a bit longer, so it sits there and holds it. So we could put, instead of rubber bands, we can put like some Velcro straps. And then have a little thing for the batteries. But, yeah. What's that? An hour of sense nonsense. Sense nonsense. Yes. Yes, basically that's all Dad's RC Hanger is whatever video I do, it's just a bit of craziness and a bit of madness and a bit of what's happened. What's happened? I don't know what happened. What's happened? What do you mean, Mark? What's happened? Anyway, yes, it's a crazy thing, and I appreciate everyone joining and watching, and I appreciate everyone that's been a member as well. You can do memberships now. There's 3 members in today. What's that? Could be a 20-foot 2-story shed. I think the neighbours might be a bit umpy if I went to double. There was even a thought. I saw it on eBay. You could buy an old container, you know, and yeah, it was going really cheap. Funny enough, I think the logistics of getting a crane around the front to drop it down was quite expensive. But yeah, there was even that going in, because you can put inside, you can put all your stuff in there to keep it warm, whatever, bits and pieces. So what's the matter, Caroline? Was that an hour of sense nonsense? It's all nonsense. I talk crap. But hey, what? All my teeth falling out there. What would you do without that Friday feeling? You got to have that Friday feeling. There's too many people out there that are just arses and everything else. Me, I just want to have fun. What's that? Can you not go underground? Can I not go underground? Now, there is someone on YouTube that builds all stuff underground, isn't it? I don't know. I think I might get told off by the local people, the local council. But that's an idea, isn't it? Might be an idea. Old mobile office is a good option. Ah, yes. You could be right there, Dan. I'll have to look into that, actually, because I know a lot of, when they do like projects, when they do sort of like building works, you know, they'll be in a certain place for a year or something, you know, sort of building whatever, digging tunnels or whatever. And most of the time, they get rid of their offices because logistically it's easier to do or cheaper to do. It's a bit like the Army and Air Force and everything else. You know, we'll go somewhere to do our business and it's cheaper just to leave all the stuff there than bring it all back. Absolutely crazy, but that's, yeah, there you go, that's the truth. Dad's RC bunker. Gina, stop it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Can you imagine doing a video? Time for the bunker. Just go down to the bunker. I love it. I could. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. That's a lot of digging. And no, my luck. I mean, come on. I can't be in a bunker. Every time I take a plane out this hangar, I bang it on the door. Can you imagine me coming out? Mind you, if I had a bunker, if I built a bunker, I could have a wide step, couldn't I? I could have like a double step. So I could literally walk out with a plane with the wings on, and out I go. I wonder what sort of permission you'd need for the local council. I wonder if you need permission. I don't know, I'll have to look into that. Like when they dig tunnels, they leave the boring machine underground. Yes, you can buy a container and put a shed on top. Open the roof like Thunderbirds. Oh, stop it, Jason. Stop it. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Oh, can you imagine? And they're palm trees, you know, and they'd all open up, you know, and they'd all flip back. And there's Dad's RC Hanger coming at the bunker with the aeroplane all ready to go. I can't actually. We are in a flight path of Farnborough Airport, which is it's not military, it's actually whatever. Anyway, but Farnborough Airport, and we get the red arrows flying over here, and we get loads of Chinooks and everything else. I think I'll be in trouble. I mean, because they do. I love the Chinooks. I'm one of them weirdos that stand outside waving. Woohoo! You know, they probably don't even see me. I'm like a little ant, you know. But we're on a major flight line here, so I'd have to be careful. That's why I don't play around with my drone in the garden, because if it suddenly shoots up, you know, ends up on the nose of the red arrows, I think someone would say something really, wouldn't they? Get some moles to dig out. But you're right, yes, they do. They leave them digging machines underground because it's cheaper to leave them there than it is to move, which is absolutely crazy. But then again, you know, if you buy a plane from Hobby King, it costs you just as much to get it here. I had to say that because I'm flabbergasted. If you've seen the latest Hobby King plane, which is absolutely gorgeous, it's very chewy, it really is. And yes, I've forgotten the name of it. And it costs more to ship it over to the UK than it does to buy the plane. Absolutely crazy. Liverpool Airport final approach. Oh, that's lovely, Dan. That's lovely, Dan. Formation moles. Caroline and Gina, I don't know what you're thinking about moles. I haven't got pet moles or formation pet moles. That'd be good, wouldn't it? If you put them all in together, and then, but I still got to get rid of the dirt. I've got to stop thinking about these fantasies. I just want a bigger space, not for more buying planes, but so I can build the planes. Some of these planes, I mean, when I'm building this thing, I mean the wingspan of this is huge. Anyway, it's almost big as my working space, but I think I've got like a big bench here. We'll have to do a tour of the hangar with the iPhone one day, and it's got a working bench, and I've got another bench that comes out that's in the middle, so it allows me to do what I'm doing here, which is this bench here. You can't see it, which is this bench here. So this kind of like comes out underneath and bits and pieces. So yeah, I'm rattling on now. I'm rattling on. What we do is that shut themselves in the foot mark. Was it yes, Caroline mole squadrons? You need to train the moles first so you can drop the dirt out the bottom of the trousers and walk on the dog. It's the Great Escape, isn't it, that they do that? Brilliant film, brilliant film. I might actually watch that tonight now. I was in the middle of watching some sort of war movie this evening, as I've got the TV to myself. Anyway, listen, I am rabbiting on. I'd love to keep carrying on, but I'm running out of things to say, I think. It's a shame I wanted to start building things, but at least you can see what I'm going to be building in bits and pieces. What's that? I got rid of some of my air babies so I could grab a plane without having to move forward. Yes, this is the. I mean, this will become more a problem to me when I can fly when I want to fly and how I want to fly. You know, if I want to get to the Messerschmitt, I've got to get through the Vulcan jet. What else is and some biplane that I can't remember what that's called now, and another plane that I can't remember what it's called. My brain's just gone today. It really is. Anyway, yes, I see what you're saying, and that's when you start breaking things. You know, if I need to get to my red arrows, I've got to move half stuff away. You know, but it's just that I think what will happen is that the bigger one, because obviously I've got some sheds outside that we like, you know, sort of like the normal tools, the lawnmower and all that sort of stuff and bits and pieces, and that will fill half of it, and I'll probably use one as more of a building studio for this sort of thing. So then I'll get rid of in here, I'll get rid of the bench, so there won't be any benches in here or anything else. All the tools and bits and pieces that are on the side and everything will go next door, because they'll both be, I'm going to do it properly where I'm going to put insulation and everything else in them, so I'm keeping them cool, because obviously heat is no good for these babies, especially the foamies. You know, you've got to be careful. I mean, that's what put wrinkles on the latest plane, where it's got old covering, it's very wrinkled, and I do heat gun it, but I was heat gunning it the other day and it's a crease where I just couldn't wipe it out, so bit of a shame really. But yeah, so this would be the hangar for planes, which then I can put all the wings like I have on this side, but all the way down, because I won't have the tools and bits and pieces, and then obviously I can get to the planes and we can fly some and some crash some, because there's lots here that I will probably crash, especially the jets. I've not got to that phase, but I don't care. I'm gonna have a spin it. I've decided I'm gonna have a spin it with. Thanks. Yeah, Dan, it's been lovely. Thank you for popping round. You know, hit that like if you haven't. I'm sure everyone's subscribed now, so bits and pieces. If you do want to become a member of Dad's RC Hangout, that'd be brilliant. There's a couple of other people. There's Cliff started his membership as well, which is brilliant. So yeah, be a member, support the channels and everything else. It'll be great. It'll be great. You just got to stick with me. I really appreciate everyone popping in today. Yes, see you in the air. Most definitely, Caroline. As I say, I'm going to go now. I could have. I'm rabbiting, and when I start rabbiting, we'll end up talking about something random. So we will do a live one day that's longer, and we can sit and chat and do bits and pieces. But today is not that day. Now, today was lucky that I actually even got the camera on. But I appreciate, yes, it's that Friday feeling, people. I appreciate everyone following and everyone popping by and sharing that Friday feeling, because you can't beat that Friday feeling, especially if it's a great weekend and you're going to fly. Thanks each and every one of you for sticking by me and becoming subscribers and everything else. It means the world. I love chatting with all you lovely people, because, you know, without it I wouldn't have found out what engine to use and everything else. But if you get out flying, be safe, keep safe, but most of all, have fun. And listen, thanks for popping by. I love each and every one of you. You have a great weekend now. Gonna press my button. See ya.